After the age of 75, 99% of deaths have a single cause, 5 factors you've probably never heard of. And the most shocking part, these factors are not inevitable, they are predictable. Have you ever wondered if your health or even your life is being affected by something you don't even notice? I know this reflection might seem intense, but the reality is that millions of people fall into this silent trap that, without warning, begins to slowly steal their vitality. It's not fate, it's not a choice, it's a trap built over an entire lifetime and that over time leads to an inevitable end. But the good news is that all these factors can be avoided. And why doesn't anyone tell you this? Because there's a lot of money in keeping you sick. Every medication you take, every doctor's visit, every symptom you face generates profit for an industry that prefers to see you surviving rather than truly living. They want to see you weak, afraid, and dependent. But you don't have to accept that. If you're over 60 or love someone who is, what I'm about to show you might be the most life-changing information you've ever received. I will reveal the 5 biggest killers of longevity and, most importantly, how you can fight them with simple, natural, and powerful measures. No more living in the shadows of ignorance. No more accepting decay as something inevitable. Aging doesn't have to mean suffering. Yes, you can live longer with more health, more energy, more mental clarity, and more dignity. And at the end of this lesson, I'll give you an extraordinary gift. A natural recipe passed down from generation to generation in Okinawa, Japan, where people reach 100 years of age with health, energy, and joy. This rare and powerful formula strengthens the body, clears the mind, and protects the vital organs. Few know this secret of natural medicine, but it can become your greatest ally starting today. Now, I want to invite you to a commitment to transformation. If you feel deep in your soul that you still have so much life to live, that there is health, beauty, and purpose waiting for you, then write in the comments, "The best begins now." These words are a pact with your own renewal, a decision to stop living on autopilot and start living with health, purpose, and courage. And don't keep this just for yourself. Share this lesson with at least 3 people over 60. Remember who you love, who may be suffering in silence. A simple gesture from you could be the key to a deep transformation in someone's life. Sometimes a video shared at the right time can save a life, and there's nothing more powerful than that. So, take a deep breath, open your heart, and get ready, because what I'm about to show you can change the course of your life forever. The 5 invisible enemies that steal longevity and how you can avoid them. Villain number 1, cardiovascular diseases. The heart gives warnings, but we're not always able to hear them. This is, without a doubt, the main cause of death after the age of 75. Heart attacks, strokes, heart failure, high blood pressure, all of this is the result of a lifetime of poor choices. The scariest part is that most people who suffer a heart attack or stroke had no prior symptoms. They believed they were fine, until the heart simply couldn't take it anymore. And what causes such deep wear and tear? A diet full of ultra-processed foods that block the arteries, a sedentary lifestyle that thickens the blood and overloads the heart, chronic stress that inflames the body and disrupts heart rhythms, and of course the constant use of medications that only mask the symptoms without treating the root of the problem. But what few people know is that there are simple and powerful ways to reverse this situation. Daily walks, foods like beets, turmeric and garlic, for example, can clean your arteries, strengthen your heart, and restore balance to your body. Villain number 2, cancer, the disease that grows silently. Cancer doesn't appear overnight. It develops over years, in a body that's intoxicated, inflamed, and malnourished. How many times have you heard, "He was doing so well, and suddenly cancer appeared"? The reality is that cancer is the body crying out for help, and the biggest culprits are A diet high in sugar and chemicals, constant exposure to toxins, cleaning products, cosmetics, pollution, repressed emotions, and a weakened immune system. But here's the secret. The body has an incredible power to heal itself. With living foods, detox, and immune strengthening, it's possible to create an environment where cancer has no room to grow. Villain number 3. Neurodegenerative diseases. When the mind starts to fail, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, dementia. These diseases steal the autonomy and clarity of those who were once strong. And the saddest part is that many people believe memory loss is inevitable with age, but it's not. The brain needs stimulation, nutrients, and good circulation. It suffers when there is excessive consumption of sugar and refined carbohydrates, when mental activity is scarce, and when there is no intake of essential healthy fats, such as omega-3. But the good news is that it's possible to prevent and even reverse this condition with simple changes in routine. What the brain truly needs is attention, stimulation, and daily care. Villain number 4. Liver and kidney failure. The body's filter organs crying for help. The liver and kidneys are responsible for purifying everything that enters our body: food, drinks, medications. But over time, these organs begin to become overloaded. The liver, which performs more than 500 vital functions, suffers from the excessive consumption of medications and processed foods. The kidneys, which filter the blood, slowly fail when they don't receive enough water or are attacked by excess salt and poor quality proteins. The problem is that often we only notice when we are already in a critical stage. However, there are natural and effective ways to regenerate these organs. And, later on, I'll share a simple yet powerful recipe that can help detox and strengthen your body's entire filtering system. Villain number 5. Frailty, falls, and fractures. When the body can no longer hold on. Many elderly people don't die directly from a disease, but from the consequences of frailty. A fall in the bathroom, a stumble on the stairs, a fracture that becomes complicated. This happens because over time there is a loss of muscle mass, reflexes, and bone strength. Lack of movement, a diet deficient in calcium and magnesium, absence of sun exposure, which activates vitamin D, and lack of care for self-esteem are all factors that contribute to this fragility. The body weakens when the mind loses motivation, but the best part is that this can be reversed. With simple exercises, a mineral-rich diet, and the choice to live more consciously, you can regain your strength, balance, and independence. These are the 5 villains that most affect the lives of seniors after age 75. But now that you know what's threatening you, you have the power to protect yourself. Knowledge is the key to change. When you understand what's at stake, you can take control of your health and choose to live with more vitality and quality. The long life potion, the natural secret of Okinawa's centenarians, to live with energy, clarity, and health up to 100 years. There is an island in Japan called Okinawa, where people surpass 100 years of age with vitality, mental clarity, and a smile on their faces. The secret to this incredible longevity, an ancestral ritual repeated for generations, a simple daily gesture that has become a symbol of lasting health. It's a natural drink, powerful and easy to prepare, which they consume every morning on an empty stomach. This drink, known as the Long Life Potion, contains simple ingredients but with a surprising power of regeneration and balance. Now it can be part of your routine too. Get ready to transform your health with a daily gesture. The ingredients are easy to find. Half a freshly squeezed lemon, 1 tablespoon of organic apple cider vinegar, half a teaspoon of ground turmeric or curcumin, a pinch of black pepper, and if desired, half a teaspoon of pure honey. Preparation method. Mix everything in 200 milliliters of warm water, not hot, just warm. Drink the beverage on an empty stomach right after waking up. Take a deep breath, stir well, and drink mindfully. Do this every day for 30 days and observe the changes that start to occur in your body and mind. You can also choose to make the potion 5 times a week and rest on the weekends. After the first month, if you wish, continue incorporating the potion into your self-care and prevention routine. Now that you know how to prepare it, let's understand why this potion is so important to Okinawa's centenarians and how it can transform your health. Freshly squeezed lemon is a powerful natural detoxifier. It alkalizes the body, strengthens the immune system, activates the liver, and fights viruses and bacteria. It's like a daily internal cleanse, preparing your body for a new day. Organic apple cider vinegar, in turn, regulates the body naturally. It balances blood sugar levels, improves digestion, reduces bad cholesterol, and strengthens cardiovascular health. In addition, it is excellent for those looking to manage their weight in a healthy way. Turmeric, or curcuma longa, is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories in existence. It protects the brain from diseases like Alzheimer's, relieves joint pain, improves circulation, and helps reverse degenerative processes in the body. And we cannot forget about black pepper, which contains a substance called piperine, responsible for increasing the absorption of turmeric by up to 2,000 times, enhancing all its effects. Pure honey, in addition to sweetening the mixture, has natural antibiotic properties, is calming and energizing. It strengthens the nervous system, protects against infections, and increases the body's vitality. When combined, these ingredients form a synergistic mixture that strengthens each other. Together, they act on several parts of your body at the same time, like a silent army taking care of you from the inside out. However, the true power of this recipe lies not only in the ingredients, but in your daily commitment to take care of yourself. Every time you prepare and consume this potion, you are telling your body, I choose to live, I choose health, I choose life. Do not underestimate the impact of a simple ritual. In Okinawa, this habit is more than just a physical health practice. It is an act of self-love, respect for life, and a deep connection with one's own existence. Conclusion. We have reached the end of this class, but for you, this may be just the beginning of a new journey. Today, you were introduced to truths that few have the courage to reveal. You discovered that after the age of 75, 99% of deaths are caused by just 5 main factors, and the most impactful part, all of them can be prevented. You learned that your heart doesn't have to weaken over time. It can be revitalized naturally with the right foods, movement, and of course love. You understood that cancer, this silent enemy, can be prevented and even fought when the body is purified, when the mind finds peace, and when the immune system is strong. You saw that your mind doesn't have to fade with age. Memory can be preserved and reasoning kept sharp, as long as you feed the brain with stimuli, affection, and proper nutrition. You also learned that your vital organs, such as the liver and kidneys, have the ability to regenerate, as long as they are nourished with less poison and more natural elements. And most importantly, you realize that your body doesn't have to become fragile. It is possible to regain strength, balance, and autonomy even after 60, 70, or even 80 years. Because life is movement and movement is life. Now you have received something precious, an ancestral legacy, the potion of long life, used for centuries by the wise of Okinawa, and now it is within your reach. But what you learned here wasn't just information, it was a calling, an invitation, a reunion with your true essence, because what transforms life is not what you know, but what you practice. So now, with all this knowledge in your hands, I ask you, don't keep it just for yourself. Look around. Think of at least 3 people over the age of 60, someone in your family, a neighbor, or a friend. Share this video with them. This could be the difference between living with dignity or suffering in silence. It could be the difference between fading away or reigniting the flame of life. A simple gesture from you can light hope in someone's heart. And that is a true miracle. Before you move on, I have one last request. If this content touched your heart, and if you feel deep down in your soul that there is still much to live for, that there are dreams to fulfill and health to conquer, write in the comments, "Healing comes from nature." These words have power. When you write this, you are declaring to the universe that you are ready to live differently. You activate healing, strengthen your faith, and inspire others to do the same. Also, tell me where you're watching from. I want to know how far this message is reaching. And please tell me what score from 0 to 10 you would give this class. This helps me continue bringing content that truly transforms. Before you go, I'll leave 2 complimentary videos on the screen, perfect for those who want to transform their health naturally. Click, watch, and continue this journey. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you'll be notified whenever a new class is posted. Thank you so much for being here with me. A big hug, good health, and may God bless your path. See you in the next video. Stay with God.